Hello to you, my cosmic dragon friends. Welcome or welcome back to the channel. We are back today with a collective love reading. Now, I have been guided to do this one for you. I had the nudge from my spirit guides, and I've been seeing roses everywhere ever since I had this nudge. So I actually have the Oracle of the Roses here to work with for you, which is a deck I don't use very much, but it's absolutely beautiful, by Sherilyn Darcy. Very, very lovely deck. I also have my rose paperweight here, this beautiful red rose paperweight on the desk as well. And we have my Dumortierite Angel, which is absolutely stunning, which was a gift from a friend. So without further ado, let's dive on in and see what the messages are for the collective at the moment. I feel that the group of souls I'm talking to at the moment, it is about second chances in love. That's the message I got told I need to talk about today. Second chances in love. It's not too late is part of the message as well. So let's just take a look and see what the messages are for us today. So we have the Explorer, Amy Vibert rose on number 28, and it's a beautiful old garden rose with white petals. Interesting. The Sage, a modern garden rose, number 43, General Washington rose. I'm going to pick the third one. The Innovator, which is a Hoosier Beauty rose on number 42, and that's a modern garden rose as well. But look at these beautiful modern red rose, and that looks very much like an older rose with all of the petals there. So isn't that gorgeous? Doesn't that look like the kind of roses you would get in a bouquet from your lover? Gorgeous. And we have number 42 as well. Wow, that's an important number. And I know it features in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as the meaning of life, the universe and everything. Is it 42? Or is it 43? I forget, but we got both of them. Yeah, so we've got some powerful numerology here as well today. So explore, innovate, you know more than you think you do. So there is a message of wisdom in romance here, wisdom in love, but reminding you that it may be time to do things a little bit differently or expect something a little bit different and unusual to happen. The patterns of the past will not be the patterns of the future, is what I'm getting. It is time to explore, do things differently, and expect other people to act differently towards you as well. It's a very exciting time with 28, 10, 1. So 2 plus 8 of number 28 here. It gives us a 10. Which is a new cycle, and it also gives us a 1, which is a new beginning. But it is also the individual, so it's about self-exploration and exploring on your own. So it could be that you're single after a long time, but it feels like the exploration here in love it's a solo pursuit, but it is about relationship with others. It is about our spiritual higher learning about relationships and how they work. How they work here on earth and in the higher dimensions as well. And we could be learning about spiritual love, higher love, soulmates, twin flames. And I'm very cautious when I talk about soulmates and twin flames, because they are not exactly what we think they are as humans, because we are puny humans and we don't really understand those themes very well. We think we do, and we put labels on them and we decide that it means this or it means that, and that's not actually the real truth. It's not the reality. You know, that's kind of like a baby's first understanding of what these soul connections genuinely are. So it could be that you're exploring that type of soul connection, but it does feel like something very new and very different coming in. And there could be a connection to the actual herb sage as well. Maybe there's a nudge for you to smudge your house to get rid of the energy of a previous partner, boyfriend, girlfriend, lover, or, you know, a marriage that's dissolved, ex-husband, ex-wife. Maybe you need to cut ties energetically with a previous situation to help a new one to come in. Or maybe it's affecting a current situation, this previous situation that's still harming you some way. So there is that nudge there as well today. I'm going to peel one more rose, you know. That's not a rose. I've got a different deck in my hands. It's Strategy. I thought I was getting a rose card. I was not. My guys played a trick on me. Strategy, yes. And if you see on the card, there's a journal. It says journal, log. Is it time to journal and think about things? It may be time to have a session with a therapist or with a psychic reading or something to really fully understand what's happened to you in your life where you've been. I'm just going to close that because I can hear the ice cream van outside and I don't want to get a YouTube strike from an ice cream van. That would be ridiculous. And they're playing the Just One Cornetto song. If you're English, you'll remember that from the 80s. Maybe ice creams are a connection here as well for you. But 21.3. So it is about the new blueprint. You've got your map here. You've got your musical score. You're writing the music to accompany your life. You're creating the map of where you want to go. It's a map of the stars. And you're writing your intentions down here about the future. We have this lovely compass and these coins as well. And the key in the lock. There's so much symbolism here. We've got the stamp as well of the seal. And the telescope, so we can look further into the future now. We can plan into the future. We can decide how we want things to be. And it is time, I think, to reassess our personal relationships. And that can include friendships as well. I've got a card just jumped out. I'm going to grab it off the floor. Door to romance. The door to romance is about to open. It's about to come in with a new offer. Action, yeah, it feels like it's all going to get going quite quickly. Sixth chakra, Archangel Metatron. Now that's interesting because look at the color of this card, this gorgeous blue. Sixth chakra, which is the third eye chakra, which is the one that sits between your eyes, just there where you can see the blue dot. And Dumortierite actually works with the third eye chakra. So this is why obviously I was guided to bring out this angel today. Very, very powerful crystal for the third eye chakra. It's very helpful, healing. It's kind of like a spa for the third eye. That's what Jenny Powell calls it, my crystal teacher. Yeah, it feels like action. It feels like it could all hot up very, very quickly. It could be somebody chasing you because look at these horses. One of them's just suddenly sprung into action. And it reminds me of like a stallion just charging ahead. And when they've decided they want somebody, they don't hang around. So somebody could be charging forwards towards you, coming with great haste. It could be someone you've waited for a long time as well. Because this other horse, they only look to be at like a walk or perhaps a trot. It could be someone that you've been waiting for, someone from your past, someone you were expecting something to happen with and never quite got it off the ground. Like you came close, but it never quite happened for some reason or another. Maybe one of you was married or in a connection, so it wasn't possible at the time, but the attraction was there and you both kind of knew it. So it does feel like second chances, indecision. Yeah. Daughter spirit. Yes, there it is. See, there's a huge amount of spiritual lessons coming through here. It's a very important time to actually learn our spiritual lessons through our past relationships, particularly the romantic ones, because that is where we learn an awful lot. And it teaches us about our soul's journey as well, because we are in a realm of duality. And so it is all about relating. It is all about number two energy. It is all about relating. It is all about understanding the other, understanding ourselves through understanding the mirror of ourselves, which is the other, how we perceive them, who we believe them to be, and understanding that we may just be viewing a projection of ourselves. And interestingly, I got the words projection is divine protection, which is weird because it's normally rejection is divine protection. But they're saying that actually projection is sometimes as well. If we project onto someone something, that can be protecting us and them from a situation that wouldn't work. Maybe it's us that needs the healing rather than if they reject us, it could be that they need the healing. If we reject them, for example, we project feelings, thoughts, beliefs onto them that they don't have, but that we do. That's showing us in the mirror what we have to work on. And that is so, so important. So indecision, yes, you may find yourself with two paths. It feels like an end of the time of indecision though. So the indecision won't last very long. If you do have two different choices or three or more people to choose from, for example, I think you'll be able to decide quite quickly. This is not a time where it's going to take a long time, if that makes sense. So let's just have a look. Criticizing one another will only lead to further unhappiness. Yes, there it is. Love and accept each other as you are, and your relationship will magically transform. So yes, it is about acceptance of self, acceptance of the other. And if we do reject somebody else or project things onto them, it's because we have healing to do. And it's that healing that is the most important message, I think, today, to do our healing on ourselves, to do our spiritual learning. And we will have these beautiful new relationships building and coming in very quickly in the next few weeks and months, I would say.